Testing, testing, testing. Okay. We got to pray hard. Pray hard for this little girl. Pray as hard as you can. Stop what you're doing. If you're not doing anything more important than praying for this little girl, please stop doing whatever it is that you're doing. Take a few moments to just be in the Spirit of God and to just call on Him for this child and this family. It breaks my heart that this mother of 26, 27 years old has this little girl that she absolutely loves this child, trying to get right with God and has been confronted with this absolute trial and tribulation beyond most of our ability to understand. If you've lost a child, then you would for sure be able to relate to this. But I don't think it's far from us as believers in God, as believers in Jesus Christ, to understand what this would do to a mother if she lost her child. I put a video up of her with a little bit of worship music in the background. She's not well. She's not well. She is very, very sick. I think it was a spider. They're not sure. It could have been a spider or something else that bit her on her forehead. You can see the wound. If you look under her eyes, you can see the red. She's so feverish and so stressed out, and not even 2 years old, like just a young little girl, and a beautiful little girl. I've held this child in my arms. This is a beautiful little child, and the mother is desperate right now, desperate. Never reaches out to me for anything outside of information on how to get right with God. What denomination is right? What Bible should she be reading? These are the questions that she's only ever asked me. Right now, she has this little girl in the hospital, and this little girl is sick. Don't believe a word I'm saying. That's Luggett. Go look at the video I put up today of the child. That's the child I'm talking about. The mother's name is Jarlyn, spelled with a Y, Jarlyn. She's desperate. This is a desperate plea of help. I'm going to put the PayPal link here. Somebody was going to send some money and said the PayPal isn't working. I don't know why, but I'll put the PayPal up for anybody. Just if it pierces your heart, look. If it doesn't pierce your heart, move on. It's okay. Move on. Pray. If you don't have the ability to help with this, now she messaged me and said it's going to be closer to $500 to have everything taken care of, and the child's going to have to stay in care and aftercare. This child is very, very sick. Very, very sick. Maybe losing her eyesight. I don't know. Let me just give you a little bit of detail on Jarlyn's family. She has 4 brothers and sisters. Jarlyn is the only one of the 5 siblings that can walk. The other 4 have never been able to get up on their feet, and they're in their 20s and up. I'm talking like they're not little kids. These are grown-ups that have never been on their feet. They have a disease that they're not able to walk. Jarlyn was blessed by God that she was able to get up on her feet and walk. Now, I want to ask you this. How much stress do you think she went through as a child growing up and having to tend to these children that couldn't walk? Up until they're adults, she's still in the home trying to take care of these siblings of hers. And her own daughter, of which whom now is in the hospital, very, very sick. Like very, 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 very sick. I don't want to keep on this subject because it just breaks my heart. And I'm just praying, and I'm trying to focus on the new job I got. And I'm trying to focus on her and her child and trying to see what I can do for her. Like I said, she doesn't call out to me often, mostly for biblical questions or on how to get closer to God and what's correct and what's not correct. And that's a lot that's going on right now in this world. I don't know if you guys are dealing with people that are new in Christ and that want to come to Christ, but there's so much that they tend with the denominations and the arguing and what's right and what Bible is right and what's this mean and that's where she's at. And right now, she's tending to her daughter under the age of 2 in the hospital, bit by some kind of a spider, I think, and the child is vital. I mean, she's very, 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 very sick. Look, I put the PayPal link in there. If anybody cares to assist this woman with her child, if it's on your heart, if it's not on your heart, just move along, please. Just move along. If you have no money but you want to pray, pray. Please pray. But I have no time for arguing or for people that are just going to act like this doesn't matter. This really matters. This matters to God in a huge way. This matters to the mother in a way unimaginable to people like you and I that maybe have not lost a child. This is a desperate situation. It's a third world country she resides in. She doesn't have the funds, the insurance, the ability. I could give you some stats that would blow you away. 80% of the doctors in the Dominican Republic never pass the exam. So you're dealing with incompetent doctors, unqualified for their position. We're talking about medicines that are watered down, or I don't know what they do with them, but it's such a scam country that it's very difficult to get good help. So she's in a hospital right now that is good help, and she's trying to get this child some help, and she needs some assistance. And she called out to me because she knows I'm a Christian. She knows I love God, and she knows that I have people online that love God. And she said, please, Rand, please, if you can, please. She's in the hospital right now. Look, this child is in the hospital. I don't know what it was that bit her. There's some poisonous spiders. I don't know. I know that she's very, very sick. Go look at the photo of the image I put up. She's not going to be taking herbals or not. She's way too crazy right now, the mother. She's about to lose her daughter, and she's in the hospital with the child. She's not going to pull the child out of the hospital and take the child somewhere to give her. No, she's not going to do that. I'm not even going to say that to her, because her big thing right now is that the child needs medical care, and that's what she's doing. I appreciate the advice, believe me, but we're talking about a 26-year-old woman, 27, something like that, and her child is in a hospital in intensive care on a bed, awaiting assistance and awaiting financial assistance to be able to go forward with the medical care. It's a lot. I look at. I don't read Spanish. I have to translate most of what she sends me. And I'm just too not in the right place. I'd look, if we can get her help, we get her help. If we can't, we can't. No, there's not scorpions. There's no scorpions here. It's a spider of some sort. There's a couple of spiders. They got tarantulas. They've got, I don't know what other spider. There's another brown spider or something that apparently bites you, but depending on where it bit her on her forehead, and all of it is running into her eyes. Take a look at the video I put up. I think it's 2 back or 3 back on my videos that I put up today. So no, she it's not a scorpion. There's no scorpions here or in the Dominican. There's no scorpions in the Dominican. So look, if you can help. If you can help. If you can't, I gotta see what I can do. I'm gonna make some phone calls. Okay. God bless. God bless. God bless everybody. God bless.